Hey, what's up? I'm Roman Lily, and today I'm chatting with Will, and I'm so excited. He is a fellow traveler. Well, actually, he's from the US, but he started a business here in Thailand, and he's going to tell you about some of the challenges that he faced and how he was able to actually get it done, which is so inspiring. And coming up at the end of the video, I'm going to tell you about some fun and interesting chats that I have coming up that I really think you're going to like. So stay tuned to the end of the video, and we'll talk again then. Okay, I'm so excited. I'm here today talking with Will, the owner of Suan Sati, which is really one of my favorite places in Chiang Mai. But we'll do a separate video on that. But Will did this awesome thing, which I can't even imagine doing, which is starting a business in Thailand. It seems hard enough starting a business in the US. Like, what I want to know is, how did you even get the confidence or the courage to start this business here? It's a yoga retreat, meditation retreat. Like, how did this come about?
It's hard to pinpoint. Just like one thing leads to another. A conversation happens, and then next thing I know, I was going to a lawyer to check and see, like, well, is this even possible? Like, what is that like to own a business in Thailand? And okay, can I get enough money to do that? Like, how much does anything cost? And and I just didn't get any red lights, so it was kind of like I'm like sneaking by, like, are y'all really gonna let me do this? Okay, I guess we'll do it, and then I guess we'll open, and I guess we're running a business, and so it's just like one thing leading to another, and I don't know, it's kind of still hard to believe that we're here.
It's impressive. Was there one hardest thing? Like, was the hardest thing getting money, or so the cool thing about Will's space here is that he got this land. He has a patch of land here that he's renting, but the land wasn't developed when he got here. So it's not even just that he started a business, right? Like, started a nail salon somewhere in Chiang Mai. You kind of built this whole place out, a yoga retreat with, bungalows and spaces. Like, I don't know. It seems like so much. Like, what was the hardest part? Was it the construction, or was it logistics?
I would say that the most difficult thing was when we first got here. Like I said, it was like a trash dump, really. It was not only undeveloped, it was really in bad shape. There was a lot of rubbish everywhere, and it was overgrown. Like, no one had been taking care of the land for several years, and so it was rehabilitating the land, actually, so getting it to a point where we can actually start building on it. So it took a good 2 or 3 months, and it's still an ongoing process. It's not completely done yet, but until we could say, okay, it's almost at a point where we can build something on it. And so it was a challenge to know how to do that, because I've never built anything before. I've never started a business before. So we just kind of started doing things like, okay, well, I don't know how this is going to all work out, but let's clean trash today, or let's cut down these weeds today. And then eventually I was lucky enough to attract volunteers that came, and they, I said, okay, I want a toilet. What does that mean? Like, how does that happen?
Right.
Okay.
Because everything here is, you're into permaculture, and I know that maybe the word sustainability is possibly outdated for what you're doing here, and maybe what you do is a little bit deeper. But it's, in my mind, right, who's not super knowledgeable, it's so sustainable. Like, everything is done so well. And was that sort of a challenging part of building all of this? Or I mean, I guess if you go in with that philosophy, maybe it just unfolds naturally.
Yeah, so there's a lot of things that we do here that were a challenge, because we didn't really have much support in them, other than a few core close Thai friends that understand the movement of what we're trying to do, what we're involved in. And so we would go to the shops and say, okay, we want this, we want this, but we don't want the chemical, we want the natural version, not the chemical one. Or, we're not going to, we're going to do bamboo and not concrete rooms, things like that. And so, people kind of gave us the weird, these weird looks, like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, what are you guys up to? That's, this is not as good as that one. So it's like a value judgment by certain people to say, this one, which is perhaps not as good for the environment, is better than this, sustainable alternative that we're willing to pay more for, or to come in with the understanding that it's not going to last as long. But that's part of our ethos, and we're okay with that.
Because even as you look around, we're sitting here, this is bamboo. Like, you have made those choices of sort of sustainability over, like something that's going to last for maybe 100 years with no maintenance or something like that. I think it's kind of amazing. Kind of love it. Now, do you have any advice? Now, Will, by the way, does speak some Thai, and I think it's so impressive. Like when I'm here and I hear him speaking to like people in the kitchen and the staff, I'm like, wow, like he kind of sounds Thai. Like he's really speaking Thai. Do you think it's like, was that a huge edge in starting a business here? Like, can a foreigner come here, do you think, and not know any Thai and still kind of navigate and get by?
Yeah, so you're going to be heavily reliant on a Thai partner, a Thai friend, or a Thai lawyer, something like that, to guide you through all these things, and that makes life more challenging. There's definitely been challenges in going to, well, it's a whole new vocabulary, right? So I was a teacher before, and so I know all the words for, pencil, pen, notebook, sit down right now, right? And so now coming here, the vocabulary is changing to, okay, I need a 2x4, or I need a hammer, or can you repair the weed whacker, right? Things like that. So in the beginning, it's challenging because I'm like having to talk around it, like, the round thing with the spinny thing and the wire, it's no good right now. And so then, they say, this is, and so like then I'm learning in that way. So for me to kind of grow in confidence in my vocabulary, it's given me a major advantage and a deeper insight into what life is like out here in the rural countryside of northern Thailand.
And you are also into sort of spirituality, and yoga is kind of the basis of this place. Like, do you think those sort of things helped you just in the process of starting a business, sort of being able, because I would imagine it seems scary, like I'm still on the, how did you do this thing, right? Like, was that a benefit, or do you think it's not really a role? I'm just wondering about that.
I mean, yeah, it's all connected. It's all connected, right?
Yeah.
But it just gave me the tools to, to face these moments of uncertainty and doubts and, just falling in these kind of negative, down spirals sometimes. Because things got tough. I mean, I was definitely down to my last few dollars more than once, and so that gives me the tools to come back to this place of peace. In that, okay, the external conditions are what they are. Yeah, I can't control those, but what I can kind of exert a bit of control over is my reactivity to those things, and to kind of just come back to this place of it's okay. Like, the business can fall apart. I can. Anything can happen. Pretty much anything can happen, and I'm going to be okay. Yeah.
And were all your family and friends super supportive? Were they just like, yeah, you're in Thailand, you've got $10 left, we know you can make it? Or is this just something that you had to push through?
I'm a very guarded and reserved person, so now I can talk about it after the fact. But at the time, no, I kept it all inside for the most part. My partner Lisa was the only one who was really knowing what's going on, and she's usually the only person that knows what's really going on with me, just my personality. But I always try to keep like a sunny outlook, knowing that it's going to be okay no matter what. And friends and family, they always supported. They said, "You got this. We know you can do this." So that was good to have that support behind me, and that kept me kind of lifted in some down moments.
I love it so much. Now, any advice for people who are thinking about starting a business in a foreign country, or specifically in Thailand, things that you wish you had known before you embarked on this journey?
It can seem from the outside one way, then from the inside it's a whole other way. It seems like this dream, like, I want to go to Thailand and whatever, start a beach bar, or own a guest house, or buy a plot of land and do whatever. But it's a lot more challenging than it might appear, and it's a lot more expensive than you might think. You think coming to Thailand things are so cheap, but actually land is not as cheap as you would think, and materials may not be as cheap as you think. And if you want anything Western quality, Western standard, you're gonna pay a lot more for that. So we were helped out by doing things very simply. So let's just my financial prudence was to say, okay, let's just start with the basics. Okay, then we can improve later. But just like many businesses, they go under because they're underfunded, and you think you're going to turn a profit quickly, and it's not the case. For us, it took about a year to be consistently profitable. So just take it easy, do your research, learn Thai.
Right.
Yeah.
And I will say, like, you know, this journey is amazing to watch and hear because, you know, I'm here now and spent the last few days here, and it is great to see, like, that it's full because actually I was here a few months ago when you were trying out a silent retreat, and just to see the evolution and how much things have grown and how much everyone loves it here, it's also really nice to see. So I appreciate your time and chatting with me and talking about all these things, and you can stay tuned. There's more to come. Feel free to like, share this video. Whatever you like is fine with me. So I'll catch you next time. All right, so I hope you enjoyed that chat with Will. I find him so inspiring. It is genuinely amazing what he's been able to do and accomplish. So if you want to support my videos here, you can do so by joining my Patreon team, which I would really love. And you can, I will put a link to that in the bottom of this so you can see what that's all about. There's lots of different tiers and rewards and things that you can get for signing up. And also coming up next, I have other chats coming up that I think you will enjoy. I'm talking to an American woman who actually moved to Thailand for healthcare issues. She actually finds that she gets a better level of care at better prices here in Chiang Mai. And also I'm talking with a digital nomad she's actually been creating an online business. It's been very successful for like over 3 years. So she has so much information, so much wisdom to share. All of that's coming up. So stay tuned.